News with Gina.
The News with Gina Grad.
Well, you don't have to worry about Bill Cosby and how he's handling prison life because according to his attorney, the comic is enjoying his amazing experience.
I secretly suspected this.
Well, Cosby was recently moved into Gen Pop at the maximum security prison in Pennsylvania and has been spending quality time with other inmates, say reports. His lawyer, Andrew Wyatt, says, quote, despite the circumstances, Cosby says this is an amazing experience. He's mentally strong. He's a strong man. He's prepared himself. Wyatt has been the only person Cosby has allowed to visit him in prison. He says, when I visit him, it's nothing sad about it. He's not sad. He's not remorseful because he did nothing wrong. And by the way, Cosby is serving up to 10 years in prison for drugging and sexually assaulting Andrea Constand.
I was going to say, does he maintain his innocence?
He sure seems to.
Why is he so happy? If he was innocent, wouldn't he be pissed to be there?
Thank you.
That's a really good point.
Thank
yes,
you.
He might be playing mummies and daddies in the prison game, so he might be mummy. That's why he's happy.
You have to think. I always think about it like you always think in terms of the guy who was like wrongfully accused. Like if someone found Lynette dead and I was actually on a flight heading to Chicago when somebody killed her, that press conference wouldn't be like, we're going to diligently
we're working with
look.
authorities.
They're working. I'd be like, I'm suing everyone. I will sue everyone's ass. You are all.
I'm
by the
taking
way,
names.
Everyone's going to owe me an apology. Everyone's going. When we find the junkie in 3 days who killed my wife, you MFers are all going to apologize to this dude right here. It wouldn't be like this is a somber moment, and we're working together. We're working with authorities. You would never be that. It would never be that.
I'll meet you back here in 3 days.
The best part is that he crapped in your toilet after he killed her and
That's
left.
right.
So now you're going to find her. Find the
took
guy.
a deuce in the tub.
You
by the way.
should be so lucky in the toilet.
But yes, you would assume with a sloppy, crazy murder scene like this that you would find this guy in the park nearby in the next 48 hours. Like if you didn't kill your wife, you assume this guy's sleeping in his car up the street or something, or a neighbor saw it, or there's ring video footage or whatever. There would be something, and you would know that they would find him immediately. That's what the reaction would be. Sorry.
And do you think that if he is having a gay old time in prison is because society has deemed him such a monster that he's in a place where he might be revered right now? He's kind of the king. Everybody wants to meet Bill Cosby.
That's
everybody
right.
wants to bring their commentary to Bill
kingpin.
Cosby.
He's the king of the block.
Yeah.
Hey, Bill Cosby, king of the block. I get you what you need.
Right.
I got some drugs. I make
Worst
you go
Bill
sleep.
Cosby impersonation I've ever heard.
Sorry.
Is that
Sorry,
what that was?
that was my American.
What is he dealing? Just
but
Jell-O.
He'd be
That was
good at
Lennox Lewis.
Yes, he'd be good
Pudding.
at getting you to sleep, apparently.
I've talked to Mark Garrigus about this. He has talked to his guys. Like he's had to tell some clients, hey man, I couldn't get you out of it. Like you got to do 18 months. Like to rich guys who are used to having a good life. And he's like literally said to him, you're going to come out of here 30 pounds lighter and sober. Like,
So it's a win-win.
I mean, you drink every night, or you have a cocktail, or whatever. You're carrying around an extra 40 pounds. Like you're going to come out lean and mean and sober, and they do. Like they come out like. I do think sometimes. I believe a guy like him wants off the treadmill. Just all the questions, all the microphones in your face. Like you can't go anywhere, you can't do anything. I think in a weird way. He's getting a solitude.
Well, forever, because he's, 81, and he's looking at 10 years, so that's that.
And also, even if you're the cause, like, you got to think of what is the one main thing being in the, like, when you get thrown in a prison and you're 19 and you're going to be there till you're 27 or whatever it is, pussy. I mean, that's the main thing. Yeah. You can talk about meals, you can talk about entertainment, you can talk about sports cars, but when you're 19 and you go, no pussy for you for the next 10 years,
window.
that's cruel and unusual.
Yeah.
When you're 81, you're kind of done with your dick at that point.
It's more of a nuisance than anything.
What he's hoping is everybody else is as well.
Right,
Exactly.
yes. You remove that element, and now you're just old guy
You're just killing
who
time.
wants to read,
Yeah.
you know?
Playing cards.
Mm-hmm.
All right. Well, the wire fox terrier named King was named Best in Show at the Westminster Kennel Club Dog Show Tuesday night at Madison Square Garden. The dog from Brazil beat out nearly 3,000 other competitors. They came from all 50 states, 14 countries, represented 203 breeds. It's the 15th time a wire fox terrier has been crowned Best in Show, and the 45th time a terrier has won more than any other breed. A Havanese named Bono was the runner-up, and that's like the little wind-up FAO Schwartz dog.
Is he trying to? Is he trying to block a dog's fart though with his hand?
He's just checking the heat coming off that thing.
Yeah,
there's too much tail lifting and anus checking.
Yeah.
There is thing. It's kind of a weird one to me.
I'll take your word for it. What do you got going on back there?
No, you need a big dog. Oh, we just got Phil. Somebody just got Phil a collar with a tie built into it. Delectable.
Adorable.
One that'll send you a picture.
You seen Dawson's puppy?
Oh my God!
Oh, I just saw a picture of Dawson's puppy.
No, have you seen Dawson's puppy?
Look at this window right now.
Oh, it's here. I saw a picture
Wait for
online.
it. Wait for it.
Oh, he just lifted up that puppy. What kind of puppy is
German
that?
Shepherd mix.
75% German Shepherd, 25% Dutch Shepherd.
Good mix.
He knows because he did a 23andMe test on it.
I bolted in there and started crying. Look at that puppy.
Cute. Don't let him take a dump at
Yeah,
the
don't let
engineering
Subaru get
room.
there.
Powered by
It's at my
Subaru.
feet.
Subaru, they run their cars on that. Trust me, they grind it down.
No!
They will.
Oh, look, we got
Oh,
a
my
picture
God.
of Phil, and he's wearing his boat. He's wearing his tie.
And that's like his work tie.
Right.
That's awesome.
Yeah.
The tie with just the collar, that's just male stripper at this point, right?
Yeah,
Just
he's-
nothing else?
Yeah.
Yeah, we got a sock for one
Yeah,
last
or
part.
that bear. Is it a bear? It's like a cartoon bear. He just has like the tie.
Yogi?
Yogi.
Yogi.
and Boo Boo.
Yeah.
Maybe that's the one.
Yeah.
Yogi wears a hat, I think a bow tie, and maybe a vest. He's
He has the,
honey.
does he have the dicky?
I think he has a collar and a tie.
He has a
like
collar
Phil.
and a
I
tie.
think you're getting confused.
Yeah.
with Top,
Yeah.
Top
See,
Cat has
Top
the
Cat.
Top Cat has the bow tie and the dicky.
Okay.
Top
Yeah,
Cat
you're right.
had a good theme. You know how all these cartoons had fun and well put together themes? I think Top Cat had a good theme. You can look for it, Max
waistcoat,
Pat.
yeah.
I'll give you a minute to find the Top Cat theme. But I've never played it on this show, but I remember they had a good theme.
There's a famous thing about the theme tune for Top Cat, and they even asked Hanna-Barbera, is that his name?
Sure.
They even asked him I think it's the third line, even he doesn't know, but it's like Top Cat, the indisputable Top Cat, close friends get to, call him to see, bromide is wacky, you see.
don't know.
Nobody knows what it is. And they asked him many years later what it is, and even he didn't know.
Let's crack
Two
the
guys,
case.
by the way.
Yeah.
Hanna-Barbera, I think. But yes, we have it.
Let's do it.
Let's hear it.
Top Cat, the most infactual Top Cat, whose intellectual close friends get to call him TC, providing it's with dignity. Top Cat.
No,
Bromide
no,
in your
no.
cup of tea
He's
is what I
wrecking
heard.
the tea.
Yes.
Yeah.
Let's hear that one again.
I know, it's hard, isn't it?
That one line.
Friends get to call him TC, providing it's with dignity.
Providing it's with dignity.
Oh, his close
Providing
friends
it's with
call him
dignity.
TC, provided
Wow.
it's with dignity.
Okay.
Is that
That's
right?
why I have Dawson.
Providing it's with dignity.
Whacking
done.
Providing it's with dignity. So
Oh.
close friends may call him TC, providing it's with dignity.
Wow.
It's
Thank
awesome.
you, Dawson.
Now we got to
Puppy
go
power.
to good times, and
that
we got to get the hanging in a jar
Chow
line.
line.
Or
So
chow
now,
line.
hold on, Dawson's on a roll. So Dawson, why do men have nipples? Come on, you're on a roll. Answer that one. Where do baby pigeons come from? Why do you never see a baby pigeon? Where do pigeons go to die? Why do you never see a dead one? Come on,
Yeah.
Dawson. Why is the sky blue? Why
How
is
come we
water
never
clear?
see a squirrel take a dump?
Exactly.
Those
Well,
are
they
the
don't rob
mysteries.
houses.
Those are the real mysteries.
Wow. Well, if you're hungry and angry on this Valentine's Day, Hooters has a deal for you. There's still time. The popular chain is offering its customers a buy 10, get 10 free special of boneless wings, provided you bring a photo of your ex and rip it up in front of them. Hooters wrote on their Twitter page, make this Singles Awareness Day one for the books. Bring in a pic of your ex, shred it, and get 10 free boneless wings. So hurry, hurry.
This sounds a little thirsty, right? Like a little.
I love
we're
when you use
trying
that
to
word.
just
Yeah.
get some. It's my TMZ
It's so
lingo,
good.
but like they do that when some fading starlet goes to the beach and takes a bunch of pictures of herself in a thong back and then sends it out
You
there.
thirsty girl.
Being a thirst trap.
Yeah, they're trying to
Trying too
keep
hard.
up with Tilted Kilt or something. I don't know. Yeah, I don't know. I like. Here's the whole thing. I mean, I look. Make good food, and then we'll show up and pay you and eat it. So it's not. Let's
Don't get cute.
Well, they just want you to buy 9 beers while you're there, right? Like that's the.
Yeah, you can't make money off.
How much longer can the Hooters business model last?
Hashtag me too, you mean?
It feels very out of step with society.
Yeah.
What was the man show? We had a man show bit
Wings are good for everybody.
called like
They are,
Hooters
but
or something.
there's
like
a Buffalo
that.
Wild Wings. That there are competitors in the wings space.
Within
Wingstop?
10 years, it'd be called, and the easiest way to do it is to just call it Shooters. They put an S in front
It's
of
good.
it. And
It's good.
I just call it Shooters.
Smart.
That might not fly in this climate either, though.
Oh, well, you never
You gotta
know.
think of something else.
All right, what else?
All right. Well, Cliff Sims, a former White House staffer who wrote a tell-all book and former guest of this show,
called in like 3 days ago.
yeah, he is suing Donald Trump to stop him from silencing him as he promotes his book. So it's kind of like a get out in front of this lawsuit. CNN reports that Sims is bringing the suit against Trump, quote, in his official capacity as the president, and is seeking an injunction against the NDA that Trump made him sign, basically to work at the White House.
I'd always heard you couldn't sue the president.
I've heard that too.
That's what I thought. Come
That's
on,
what I
Gina.
thought.
Hey,
well,
man.
look, he can't.
I'm just
I
reporting
think this is one of these. You can't fire me. I quit.
Yeah, exactly.
Well,
So-
so the NDAs, boy, it turns out all the stuff, like, whether it's Stormy Daniels or whoever, and even I hear this sometimes about prenups and stuff, evidently they're not worth that
Nobody
much.
not
cares.
super enforceable.
Nobody cares.
And
It's weird that why have them? I
Well,
guess
that-
to scare
Yeah.
people.
absolutely, and in terms of people who've written books about the president who've worked in the White House, Omarosa wrote one, and there was some contentious stuff there, but not too much. Sean Spicer wrote one, and that was fine because it depends what light he's being put in. He's not
Sure.
being put in a great light in this one. He wants it stopped. The book is Team of Vipers, and we talked to him about it. My 500 Extraordinary Days in the Trump White House, and he said, "I feel like I was backed into a corner by some legal action that the Trump folks took, and so I felt like I needed to be able to stand up for myself." And we did have a clip, I think we still have it, of Cliff talking to Anderson Cooper about what the average person does when they get a little bit of power.
Gonna figure this
No?
out.
Okay. That's
I
okay.
have a little
He
bit of power.
basically says
I'm trying to
it
figure out what to do
reveals,
next.
it reveals, once you get a little bit of power, it reveals your truth. Are you using it for good? Are you using it for evil? And Cliff surprised himself by how Game of Thrones and cutthroat he got when he got a little bit
People
of power.
get more of what they are.
Right.
It's like drinking, right? Like in Vino Veritas.
Yes. I mean, the guys that are sweet, they start hugging you. You know what I mean? The guys
So
that are
guys wanna
assholes.
swing?
punching you.
Yeah.
But I think there are people. I have this weird game, which is we all know people that we pray don't get rich and powerful because they would be horrible.
Yeah.
And it's kind of weird because I like a lot of them and they're good. They're good people. It's just I realized they'd be bad celebrities because they already have a little. The people who have a little diva in them for no reason.
Yeah.
And they would have a lot more diva in them if they really could get away with it.
Well, that's when I don't remember if it was Truth or Dare, but some old Madonna documentary, they said she was a pain in the ass when she was working those little clubs in New York. And they said, God forbid she ever gets famous because she's going to be worse.
Right. And I'm sure she became more of what she was.
Right.
Well, why wouldn't you just become more of what
More
you were?
amplified.
If you have access to
Right.
it, sure. Here's a clip from Anderson Cooper.
I learned from it. Because you used the quote how, power corrupts, but you also say that what you've really learned is that it reveals things about you.
Definitely.
Weaknesses in you.
Totally. I think I say things like I had a warrior spirit but lacked a servant's heart. I think that's ultimately we want in our leaders and the people that are serving our country are people that have a servant's heart. And I'm by disposition a nice person because I'm from the South and from Alabama, but it revealed kind of a part of my character, inherent meanness.
Does this president have a servant's heart?
Oh, man. I think in some ways he does, and in a lot of ways he doesn't.
All right.
So we'll see if we can keep
Very much on the fence.
That's a no.
That was on the fence. wasn't it?
Anderson just
Clearly.
asked that question willy-nilly. I had no idea what the answer would be. I'll tell you one thing that people don't quite fold into being Madonna or Adam Carolla.
The Madonnas and Adam Carollas of the world.
Or Madonna Carolla. They don't really factor in is you have a whole bunch of people and you have to tell them what to do all the time, and your schedule is sped up a lot. So you know how you're laid back and you're a nice person and you're chillax and you're cool on a Sunday and you're making waffles for like your kids or your putzing around the house or you're going to go down the garage or whatever. Now, picture that same person on Monday at LAX and it's crowded, right? And you have to make a flight, you have time, but there's some lines that are long and there's some bags and you can't carry this one on. Now, how is that exact same person? That exact same person is now beaked up a little, stressed up a little, getting a little curt, getting a little short. It's not the person in the bunny slippers in the kitchen that's making flapjacks or Johnny cakes. It's the same human being, but the circumstances, there's been a little fire under the person. Now, you're not choking out the person at the Delta Lounge who's not letting you in, but you are not the same.
But you're close.
You're not the same.
If only you could.
You're not the same.
Yeah.
So when you become the man, the boss, Madonna, Adam Carolla, when you become legendary names, you know this. It's essentially like you're walking through an airport all the time. Like people are coming at you. You have 13 different things at once. You want to know what happened to this and what happened to that and how come so-and-so's not here and how come this hasn't arrived yet and what happened to that. And then you're fielding these offers all the time. Like people, Mike Ogg, reach out to Jay Leno. Ask Jay what kind of time to bring. Talk to Kimmel. Speak with Kimmel. See if Kimmel do a video for that. Kimmel's people will come back to you. They want to do a pre-shoot for that. So now it's that. Now you go through the airport of life and you're having all the Jehovah's Witnesses come at you all the time. And they're
airplane.
They're coming at you.
That's right.
The Hare Krishnas are coming at you. They're giving you the watchtower. They want to share the good news. Blah, blah. Now how do you react? Well, you don't react like the same chillax person that's drinking the Postum and the bunny slippers. You're a little more, hey, no, boom, boom, boom. You get short, you get curt, you get quick, you get annoyed a little more easily. And why? Because you're at the airport all the time. And so when you want to find out about these like celebrities and like what they're doing, and it's like there was like, I was watching TMZ the other day and it's like, there's Robert De Niro and he's like yelling at his driver. And it's like, because Robert De Niro is standing out front of some place. He told his driver to meet him out front. The paparazzi's gathering around. He's miserable. And no, he's not going to be flowery with the driver. He's going to be short, curt, a little. Now, you can go full Leona Helmsley and cross the line. But asking people that are constantly running things, basically who live in an airport, to be super courteous and super whatever all the time, it's an unrealistic expectation. So it's not that they turn into assholes. They turn into busy people who are like, boom, boom, boom. Thank you. Yes, I get yelled at by my nanny.
As you do.
Because I'm talking on the phone driving home, and Mike August is going, did you talk to Leno? Did you ask Leno about whatever? And then there's a phone ring on the other line, and it's Olga. And I go, Olga, when are you going to be home for dinner? And she goes, we're in Trampoline World. And I go, when are you going to be home for dinner? And she goes, we're going to leave Trampoline World in about half an hour. And I go, I don't know where Trampoline World is. When are you going to be home? And she goes, 7 o'clock. Don't be a dick.
Stop yelling at me.
Then I hang up the phone and I go back to Mike August, but I'm not being a dick. I'm trying to spin the plates. There's a bunch of plates. She doesn't know I'm on the other line with somebody wanting to know something about Jay Leno and what Stanley Steamer is bringing out to the car event. So thank you. I'm in an airport.
Yeah.
You guys are at a mani-pedi bar. You understand? Different attitude.
Relaxing.
That's right.
Yeah, peaceful.
Okay, let's finish the goddamn news. Let's go. Jesus Christ.
Well, speaking of celebrities and the ilk like Madonna and Adam Carolla, several doctors are treating.
It's just Carolla.
It's just Carolla.
are treating Justin Bieber for depression. A source told People magazine it has nothing to do with Haley Baldwin. It's just something else he's struggling with. Has nothing to do with her. Justin admitted to Vogue magazine this month that his mental health issues forced him to abandon the Purpose Tour with 14 shows remaining. And they're kind of pinning this on his adrenaline junkie side because, according to the article, he craved the excitement but regretted the results of many things. Bieber said, I found myself doing things super promiscuous and stuff.
That's living, baby.
Xanax because I was so ashamed. And now he's on a little bit of a shame spiral.
He's just sad because he just realized he's Justin Bieber.
Wow.
Maybe that's
Hot
it.
Matt with a hot take.
When you get, I don't know, Anthony Bourdain, I'm thinking, when a guy starts getting the tats, tats, or a girl starts the tats, just starts with that. Like, I know from doing Loveline all those years, a lot of the stuff, like a lot of the tats and a lot of the piercings, it's like a little pain. It's like a little self-inflicted, whatever. I don't know. Is it ever a good sign when the guy just starts? Isn't it always restless something? Like Anthony Bourdain, like no tats, 0 to 42, and then getting sleeved.
Amy Winehouse smothered herself in tats, didn't she, in the late years.
And, I mean, even as sort of a Ben Affleck getting, like, the big tat on his back, like, doesn't it show, like, struggling with something mixed
Mike Brewer's got that red dragon tat on his back.
Yeah, right. Yeah, right. Nobody's come near me with any ink. It's not my world. Not my world.
Yeah, it suggests a kind of weird restlessness or something.
Makes sense.
And he didn't really have tats before.
No, he was a clean-cut little YouTube star.
He's got a lot of tats.
He's covered now.
But a lot of religious symbolism stuff, right? Like crosses and rosary beads, and that's kind
That
of
always goes hand in hand with a super virtuous lifestyle.
Right.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And then there's Adam Levine. What the hell? The big California tat on his belly.
So he knows where he's from.
Where are you from, Adam? Hold on.
Hold on.
Let me untuck my
His tats are weird. They're just like random ideas. It's just a weird thing. But you bring up like a Ben Affleck. How does Ben Affleck, like, not known for any tats and, doesn't get like, the kid's name on his forearm or something? How did he go from nothing to completely covered on his back? Like, that's a hell of a commitment, like, right off the bat, right?
I've just heard. I've never even seen pictures of it. I've just kind of heard that he has like massive wings, or what's he have on his back?
Like a Victoria's Secret
It's a
angel?
giant dragon on his. I mean, it's his
that a phoenix?
I don't think so.
It is colorful.
That's just jumping right in, right?
It's like phoenix, like the majestic phoenix rising from the ass crack.
No disrespect to Ben Affleck. I mean, that is absolutely crap, isn't it, as well? It's just bloody horrible, isn't it?
I don't know. We'll find out what's on his back. I'm going back to my Bill Cosby theory, which is...
Oh, we might get some tats late in life.
Somebody bought wallpaper in for your bedroom, and it was just that for your bedroom. You would look at it and go, are you kidding?
Yeah, no thanks.
I don't want to sleep next to that every night.
You lived in a New Orleans whorehouse. That would be your wallpaper.
Why would you put that crap on your back? I just don't get it.
I'm going to tell you. I got a theory. There is the House of the Rising
That's the
Phoenix.
New Orleans whorehouse.
Yeah. There is a house in New Orleans.
They call it a rising sun.
I really didn't want to start. I didn't start down that road, but at a certain point it struck me. I got to finish. All right. I think so. There's sort of struggle with addiction or alcoholism, whatever. It's sort of, and you get rid of that, and then you kind of replace it with this thrill seeking or this pain or this whatever. But back to the cause. If you are going to like commit to this, if you're Ben Affleck and you're going to commit to this is 150 hours of work on your back. And if you want to get this tat done, somebody has to say, you're going to have 5 hours once a week on your face with the donut and the pillow thing, and you're just going to lay there, and that's what we're going to do. We're just going to low-grade pain on your back for like 5 hours a day. But it'll be 5 hours a day where there's no paparazzi, and there's no divorce attorneys, and there's no camera guys, and there's no PAs. It's just this. Like, it's like you saying, all right, I'll commit to this giant dragon on my back, and 5 hours a day I'm going to pull out of. I could do meditation, but I'm not up to that. This will be it.
But he could have gone and had a pedicure. You know, I mean, if you want to escape from anyone, just go, you know,
but
go
it's
lock
not
yourself
a commitment.
Go and sit on the John and look at Facebook for an hour. I mean, that's what anyone does, isn't it? Why put that crap on your back?
There's some pain in that. There could be some pain in that.
The bit about that's ridiculous. He's never going to see it. He's never ever going to see it. It's behind him.
Mike just divulged his exercise routine.
It is. Yes. Yes. Ronald McDonald told me
1 hour a day.
My fitness
Crapper,
instructor.
Facebook.
1 hour a day. Facebook on the John.
But I think you're right, Adam, that there is something intoxicating about that low-grade pain, especially when you struggle with addiction.
And
like
also,
or seems
you
to.
can't start it and not really finish it. Like,
No.
you have to show
Like
up
a total
once a
chump.
week. I mean, that's a
And
one-year thing.
If you're Affleck, the guy like comes to your house and does it, right? This is
I
sort
guess,
of like like the Uber Eats of tattoos, or
You don't go to High Voltage on La Brea?
No, you just don't. You know,
Who's a guy with a shirt on? Hey, it's Batman. Hey, Max Paddock, can you get a close-up of that thing? Is that a giant dragon?
It's a phoenix rising from the ocean.
Yeah!
And so in 2016, when the picture was taken, he said it's fake. It's for a movie. It's fake. But people saw him in 2018 with it still on. So
well, hold on. You ever
maybe
been
he
to
hasn't showered in 12
you ever been to a
years.
club and they give you a hand stamp, and then
takes
the next
forever.
morning you're at brunch and it's still there?
2 years later, it's still
So
there.
the New Yorker actually published a story about it called "The Great Sadness of Ben Affleck," and it made fun of the tattoos.
I told you.
And then Ben
We all
Affleck
right.
tweeted last year at New Yorker, "I'm doing just fine. Thick skin bolstered by garish tattoos," and that's all he's mentioned about it.
So he is getting it.
Hey, Ben, it's your publicist. Hey, the New Yorker's coming out with a story about you this weekend.
Oh, really? Oh, the 30 most. Oh, no. 10 most eligible bachelors in Hollywood now that I'm single.
They're probably working on that one for Valentine's Day. This one's a little more about
best paid stars.
Well, this one's just about you. There's no one else. There's no one else featured.
I did a pretty big remod of my Bel Air place. I want to feature my architectural skills.
It's less about that and more about your personal life.
Oh, about how wide my penis is.
I don't know. I didn't see that in the version they send me, but that could be, sometimes, they put more stuff online, like for more, go online to read more about Ben Affleck.
Right. He's single, ladies. He's single again. I can see it right
definitely emphasizes that you're single. It definitely emphasizes that you're loveless and single and alone.
Yeah. Hold on. We'll do slippery when wet on one cheek, and then the Playboy bunny head on the right cheek. Okay, sorry. What were we saying?
Don't buy any newspapers this weekend. That's what I'm saying.
I don't have a bird, man, so don't worry about me. I read it all online.
All right, good talk.
Brilliant.
Went just like that.
What was the title of that again?
The Epic Sadness.
Max Paddock.
The
What was
sadness of Ben Affleck.
It was called. I'm pulling it up right here. The Great Sadness of Ben Affleck.
Mm-hmm.
Well, because the regular sadness would...
Phone, yeah. What's it called?
I got an advanced proof for your article.
Yeah.
Well, the working title.
It's the monumental sadness.
I think they, misspelled a monumental.
Did they misspell badass again?
These copy editors, they got their heads up their asses half the time.
Yeah, I
I'm
read
gonna
it
talk
too.
with the New Yorker.
It looked like the S got screwed up a little. You tell them badass starts with a B, all right?
Give me the New Yorker right now. I'll take care of this guy.
Thank you.
Brilliant.
All right.
Well, Katy Perry thought what people are now calling her blackface shoes were about art, not politics. The singer issued a statement.
Just apologize for.
Yep, in the wake of retailers pulling one design in her shoe line on Tuesday, saying she was clueless about the potential for offense. She wrote, quote, "The Rue and Aura were part of a collection that were released last summer in 9 colors, black, blue, gold, graphite, lead, nude, pink, red, silver, and envisioned as a nod to modern art and surrealism." We're looking at them right now. It's 2 faces in 2 different colors.
It's
she
like
said,
a heeled shoe with a suede kind of front. And so Katy Perry stuff is nutty. So she puts
she
candy
wears
canes and
tutus
stuff.
Sweetums.
But her clothing line is adorned with wacky stuff.
Exactly.
So she made like a face shoe.
Right.
Again, sorry, is it just me? And I'm sorry to just be, repeat myself, but they are crap, aren't they? Would you ever wear those?
We're bearing the lead.
Seriously?
Yeah.
Would I? No.
Would you wear them?
I would not.
Exactly. I mean,
But
who would buy
I'm
them?
not the target demo.
How are they offensive? They're just shoes. Who
They're
gives a
black
crap?
because one of them is black. By the way, if you have
she wore
9
the 2
other
white shoes, wouldn't
That's
they be?
the point. Yeah.
Okay, let me tell you something. To all the people that find this problematic, will you please kill yourself? Because you're making my entire life problematic with your, I find this problematic. Nobody finds this problematic. The stuff's been out for a long time. It's insane. She's Katy Perry. She shoots whipped cream from her nipples. Who cares? Please.
She made a shoe that is not about blackface or a blackface shoe. She made a shoe that reminds some people of a thing they don't like. Like, we're at the point now where it's, if it reminds you of a thing that you don't like, you can't do that.
I find that cloud problematic. Yeah. It's taking the shape of a Klansman's horse. Like, would you kill yourself, you assholes? Please kill yourself. You're infecting my life. You're really making it bad. I'm this close to getting a dragon tattoo. I'm so angry at you people.
Phoenix.
And please, yes, I'm working on my tat. Listen,
face down on a donut.
You see Game of Thrones?
In fact, I have.
All right, I'm getting that on my back.
Okay.
All right, and listen, all the news outlets, knock it off. So please stop reporting this stuff as if it's something. Please, it's not. It's Katy Perry. She's making shoes. They come in different colors. They have faces on it. Not everything's blackface. Please knock it off. And Katy, don't apologize. What did Katy?
She apologized. She said, "I was saddened when it was brought to my attention that it was being compared to painful images reminiscent of blackface. Our intention was never to inflict
By the way,
any
Katy
pain."
Perry has dumb face. Did everyone think like she looks? She looks like she's thinking about something stupid, right?
She's caught in a head later too.
Yeah. Okay. Listen, don't apologize. When you apologize, you make it worse. You tell everyone to get over themselves. This has nothing to do with anything. I make shoes. They're in different colors. Many shoes come in black. Jesus Christ. Don't apologize. And this isn't hurtful to anybody. Her shoes aren't hurtful to anyone. Blackface may be hurtful to people. Her shoes aren't. Just man up, Katy, if that's possible, and just tell everyone to shut up.
Well, she did you one better. She removed them.
Okay, there you go. There you go, everybody. Have everything shut down. Kick everyone off of every board. Close down. Put a warning sign up in every school, on every fire station, everywhere. Just shut down everyone because you find things problematic, you pussies. Or you could do the noble thing, which would be kill yourself. Like, I'm not kidding. Kill yourself. I'm getting tired of you. And obviously you're miserable. You should be killing yourself. You're miserable. You're miserable piles of shit if this is a complaint. And I don't even think there is a person. Yeah. I really don't think. Who is the person?
Random people pontificating on the internet.
This is Katy Perry's fault. Shut up. She shouldn't. She shouldn't be apologizing or releasing statements about how hurtful it is. She should tell everyone to shut up.
Well, this is something that I've been thinking about forever, considering myself an ally of most people. When you start turning your allies into your enemies, they don't know how to be your allies anymore. So why are you doing that?
You're not helping the group you claim to love so much or to look out for by finding this in every corner and every turn. You are not helping a group. If you have a group of people and you go, if I have a daughter, wait a minute, I do have a daughter. All right, I don't say to my daughter, hey, society has it out for you. You're on the low end. The playing field is tilted, and you're at the bottom, and you're going to have to work twice as hard as any man. And then we walk down the street, and everything I find backs up that assertion. Like, oh, see the way that guy's mowing his lawn? See the way he turned when he saw you coming? Because he wants to get away from you. Because you're a woman, and he's trying to hold you down. That would poison her brain. It would poison her. It's the worst thing you can do for any group ever. And these narcissistic a-holes have no idea what they're doing to the black community or what they're doing to any community. Or they know or they don't care because they're crushing them. This is soul crushing when you do this to a community. It's the worst thing you can do to any group is to suggest they have a target on their back or they're not wanted or the rest of the people in the community of the group, they all don't like them. I don't care if you're black, Hispanic, lesbian, or female. I don't care if my kid was walking into a Chuck E. Cheese and I said, most of these people here don't like you, okay? So just be careful and understand. That would ruin their entire experience. It would ruin it. You guys are the most selfish assholes on the planet. You're ruining these groups. You're ruining them in the name of virtue signaling. You get to be a hero. They are going to be ruined, and you have no idea what you're doing. You have no idea how evil you are. This thing was like, I'm going to save everybody. I'm going to protect everybody. You're ruining them. You're ruining them with your virtue signaling. You guys are assholes, and you should kill yourselves. Other than that, I have no thoughts on the subject. Nobody, I swear to God, I'm the only one who fully understands how dangerous this is, how insidious this is. To raise a whole nother group, a whole generation of young black kids to think they have a target on their back, living in the freest country in the world, you're ruining them. You have no idea how irresponsible this is. No idea. You're ruining these kids. You're ruining a generation. And you don't care because you get to get reelected or you get to get clicks on your website or you get to do whatever and you get to be a hero. God, I hope you all rot in hell. I'm an atheist and I hope you rot in hell. You have no idea what you're doing in the name of being a hero. I hate you. I hate these people. They're ruining this country. They're ruining this group. The only message should be, we're in the greatest country in the world. We're in the freest country in the world. Now go out and make some hay while the sun shines. Or they're going to people like you, people dislike you. Yes, that's that way with everyone. Go get busy. Get busy. You can do whatever you want. Jesus Christ. The part that kills me is I don't mind if somebody is doing something. If you're doing something and it's destructive and you have no idea what you're doing, I'm sort of agnostic about you. It's like, well, he's trying to help, but he's really not helping. But whatever. This is hurting a whole culture. This is destroying a culture, destroying a whole group that's coming up by telling them they have a target on their back and how we live in a society that hates them. Total false narrative. You're doing that and you're making yourself a hero. That's the part that drives me nuts. If you're just wrong or stupid or misdirected, that'd be fine. But you're doing it to make yourself a hero, and it's at their expense. And you guys all just get in a big circle jerk and have at it at the Huffington Post. We are hurting a whole group of people, and you sicken me, and I hope you go to hell. Thank you.
Well done.
Tomorrow's headline podcast, Adam Carolla goes on racist rant.
That's right.
About shoes.
Christ.
Excuse me, I'm just going to write a note to myself. Never get on the wrong side of Adam Carolla.
Adam
They're so sickening. They're sickening.
Yeah,
These people are
right.
sickening.
Absolutely
and the
right.
Katy Perrys and the sane people of the world who are scared of these people shutting down their business because they don't care. She didn't mean anything. She doesn't know what blackface is. These are sandals. She didn't give a crap. She just kowtows to them because everyone's scared of an angry mob. Everyone thinks, oh, I don't want to be boycotted. I don't want my business to go away because that's how these people threaten you. God, they have no idea the damage they're causing. Please, everybody, just get on with your goddamn life. It's 2019. Or go find a country that has a problem and move over there and solve it. Have fun when they put a burning tire around you. Enjoy that. Enjoy that. Go find some women who are really oppressed and go fix it. Go find an ethnicity where there's real ethnic cleansing going on. Go find one of those countries. Take your goody two-shoes, not your Katy Perry two-shoes, your goody two-shoes, and go over there and do some work, and you'll be dead by the weekend. But enjoy. You died a hero. Assholes. People. Drive me nuts. Sorry. Where was I?
All right. Well, a jury has ruled that a KFC franchisee must pay over $1.5 million to a former Delaware employee who said she was demoted because she wanted to pump her breast milk at work. The News Journal reports Autumn Lampkins was awarded $25,000 in compensatory damages and $1.5 million in punitive damages. I know this sounds insane. By the time I got there, I was like, whatever. But listen to this. A lawsuit says coworkers and supervisors at KFC and KFC Taco Bell restaurants made it so difficult for Lampkins to pump during her shift that her milk supply dried up. Documents showed she was hired months after giving birth in 2014 and was only allowed to pump once during each 10-hour shift. The lawsuit says she was demoted and struggled, and coworkers complained that she got breaks to pump when they didn't.
Coworkers complain?
Yeah. Because she needed a
She's
break.
pumping. I don't get why I don't get to beat off.
Yeah. She's producing.
Same difference.
She's producing liquid.
Right.
Yeah.
Protein's protein.
She had a kid out of wedlock, and now I got to pay the price by not being able to beat off. That ain't fair.
Me too.
Yeah, that's right.
That'll show him.
So
she got $1.5 million in punitive damages.
I'm guessing if
buys a lot of buckets.
I guess
at KFC.
I guess I'm betting she's going to go through that.
It's a lot of formula.
Pretty quickly.
Not going to diversify the portfolio?
Well, how about the poor kid whose mom works at a KFC? I mean, we got to think about we got
Not
to think
anymore.
about we got to think about the future.
No chicken at dinner tonight.
Yeah, no.
Sunshine.
How old is she? Does it say?
It doesn't say.
I'm wondering.
But I like her name.
What is her name?
Autumn Lampkins.
Autumn Lampkins.
Sounds
Sounds
far
like
too
a-
posh to be working in a KFC.
It sounds like a children's story.
Yes.
Well, the kid was 13, so that was weird.
That was the problem, you're right.
Now you sound like the defense.
Shaming.
Get on the board late.
All right, let's bring it home.
You got it. I'm Gina Grad, and that's the news.
That was the news with Gina Grad.